roar, the lights go blaze. Crowd is hyped, the spirits raise. Racers ready, fire in their eyes. Dutch United takes the prize. Hear the thunder, feel the might. Fast as lightning, cut the night. Adrenaline, it's starting now. Take the wheel and show us how. Feel the beat, it's pounding fast. Racing hearts will never last. Dutch United gonna steal the show. On this track we'll fly and glow. Colors blur as speed unchains. Victory runs in our veins. Every corner, every turn. For the win our hearts will burn. Push the limit, break the mold. Silver, steel and skies of gold. Racing dreams in every lane. Dutch United, feel the rain. Feel the beat, it's pounding fast. Racing hearts will never last. Dutch United gonna steal the show. On this track we'll fly and glow. Colors blur as speed unchains. Victory runs in our veins. Every corner, every turn. For the win our hearts will burn. Push the limit, break the mold. Silver, steel and skies of gold. Racing dreams in every lane. Dutch United, feel the rain. Feel the beat, it's pounding fast. Racing hearts will never last. Dutch United gonna steal the show. On this track we'll fly and glow. On this track we'll fly and glow. On this track we'll fly and glow.
Okay. Appears that here we are now. Looks like the issues have been fixed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dutch United Racing. This time around, we are at the Red Bull Ring, finding ourselves over in the GT4. So it's going to be quite a fun one. Can't wait for this one personally. Going to be quite entertaining. Finding ourselves here currently over in the final sector. We're doing a 50-minute practice before we jump into the real thing. Got a few drivers in the lobby this time around, unlike last week. We'll see, we're trying to push this one all the distance. We'll see if we can make it happen. It's the first drivers now in the flying laps, so we're going to get an indication of how they're doing in terms of speed. I guess we'll figure it out. For now, we wait. Sammy de Groot finding himself ready to perform. So far, the fastest driver in the first sector. Have to keep that up, of course, but we're gonna see if they can actually do so. As the speed trap comes through, we're currently seeing that the drivers are doing rather well. Keep things clean. As we can see, we have the custom liveries there as always. Currently, 3 drivers out there. You also see that the safety car is out. So doing a couple warm-up laps himself, interesting as that is. The Formula 1 safety car. Quite a beauty, of course, but not sure if that is the right place to be out there. Majority of the drivers still out there. First lap has been set by Semi. 142.1 is the reference that we're getting ourselves in so far. Sammy de Groot and Marlijn setting some laps in. We have Luna Visser in the safety car. Line setting faster and faster lap now, but is yet to set in a valid lap time. So we'll see how this goes. I wonder. As for now, just trying to do what we always do. Make sure we keep things clean during the practice. So first we've got 50 minutes of practice. Just seen the first 5 minutes of those. And afterwards, we'll be seeing qualifying. Also, of course, the race, which is what you guys are all here for at the end of the day. On this iconic track here in Spielberg. Now, if you happen to stumble across this stream, want to join in, make sure to join our Discord. There are currently 6 drivers in the server, so we always have space for more. This Dutch United Racing Wintercup server. We'll see how this goes. Quite a nice ambient temperature out there. In this case, it is 25 degrees Celsius. It looks like Sammy's still the only one to really set laps in. Nowhere to be seen. Sammy de Groot looking to beat himself. Ever so slightly faster now. Downshifts nicely and then can get on the throttle again. A little bit wider on the exit this time around. We'll see what that brings him. Then you get to the downhill braking zone, which is actually quite a challenging one. Especially if you compare it to, for example, the TCR car, where you really would struggle no ABS downhill. Tends to get the car sliding a little bit more than you would potentially want to. So I'm mainly worried. I'm not gonna see a lot of drivers on the grid, but I guess we'll figure it out as is. Currently, Sammy just continuing to improve whenever he can. That seems to be the goal for now. Red Bull Ring. We'll see, it's quite the track here to make for some overtakes. Long straights to slipstreaming. You can really send it down the inside on a couple corners. There he goes. Well, a little bit wide. Has to correct himself to make sure that he doesn't go off. So good to go. We also see that Dylan Francis now joined the server. One of our media guys. And now is finding himself over on his outlap. There, he's going to be trying to see to make the most out of this. He's also got a custom livery loaded in. Making the total drivers 4 at the moment. Sammy de Groot, the only one using a custom, using a standard one. I'm still the quickest overall. So yet to change, really. Five minutes left to go, or a little bit more than that. Sammy this time a little bit slower. The first sector. So he's got plenty of time to make that up still. Regardless, he is the fastest as it stands. So with qualifying yet to come, we might see some things change around, obviously. We might also see some changes in the setup compared to qualifying. I guess anything can still happen. This is Dylan France with Merlijn now being the fastest driver for 141.201. Slightly faster than Sammy. It's nice to see. France now on his outlap. Moment's not looking like such a populated lobby. Hoping that changes soon. Obviously, there's still time to join in, but be rather minimal. Seems like Sammy is looking to take away that spot again, but this time not going to be quicker. Or is he? Nope, just about misses out. 141.741, so Merlijn still with the fastest lap for now. And to sound currently the quickest drivers overall. Need to keep at it if they can. And France. Currently a little bit off pace. Hoping he can show more during the race, otherwise it's going to be quite a painful one. Three minutes left to go now, so that's roughly 2 laps the drivers will be getting in. Jason Langer now starting on his out lap. It's only 1 time lap during practice. See, that's no big deal. Jason Langer looking to stay out for now. Trying to see if he can get some good laps in towards the end of the session. 4 drivers at least participating in the race. And France now still at it. Toussaint coming into the last corner again. And France now on the edges of the circuit. Trying to extract pace whenever possible. Practice almost over now. We're not seeing many changes here. Milan's still the quickest, Sammy second. Then France and Jason Langer yet to really come on. So we'll see if they can manage something here towards the end. There goes Dylan France. A little bit wide. Practice time is basically officially over, and from that point on, I'm taking a small break. And the drivers mentally get ready for qualifying. It's going to be Jason Langer now. Well, isn't able to post any laps up until this point. Finally goes third fastest, 142.960. And France in P4. Now the driver's coming to a stop, so it's time to get to the break. We're going to be taking a 5 to 8 minute break, and then we're going to be back with qualifying. So stay tuned for qualifying here at the Red Bull Ring.
after Zolder's turn. Burning rubber wheels will churn. Crowds are screaming, tires squeal. Racetrack chaos, nothing's real. First car spins, losing grip. Sidelines cheer, the drivers trip. Smoke and sparks fill the air. Reckless madness everywhere. Crash, boom, chaos reigns. Metal flying like hurricane. On the track it's pure disorder. Life's a wreck, gets older. V8 beasts now tangled tight. Gasoline ignites the night. Towers shout, but words are lost. In Zolder there's no line to cross. Checkered flags don't mean a thing. Destruction where champions cling. No one's safe, no place to hide. In the chaos we all collide. Crash, boom, chaos reigns. Metal flying like hurricane. On the track it's pure disorder. Life's a wreck at Zolder. Checkered flags don't mean a thing. Destruction where champions cling. No one's safe, no place to hide. In the chaos we all collide. Crash, boom, chaos reigns. Metal flying like hurricane. On the track it's pure disorder. Life's a wreck at Zolder.
Ladies and gents, gather round. The engines roar, hear the sound. Dutch United Racing is here today. The Dirt Cup 2024, let's race away. Field Cup 2024, let's race away. Feel the thrill, feel the speed. The crowd's alive in a heartbeat. Champions rise, dreams ignite. Under these lights we'll shine tonight. Welcome to the Dirt Cup 24, where the races fight. Spirits soar on the circuit. Legends are made. Dutch United Racing, join the parade. Practice set the tensions high. In the green curve and I will fly. From the start to the finish line. Every turn, every move so fine. Feel the rush, feel the breeze. Racing hearts fulfill the dreams. Fast and fierce they race to win. The Dirt Cup begins, let the games begin. Welcome to the Dirt Cup 24, where the races fight. Spirits soar on the circuit. Legends are made. Dutch United Racing, join the parade. Practice set the tensions high. Unity and speed, a sight to behold. Stories of glory in every lap told. Together we stand, together we cheer. engines roar, the Wintercup 2024 forevermore. Dutch United Racing, it's time to shine in the heart of the race. It's your moment, it's mine.
All right. Here we are then. Live. All right. And here we are then. Finding ourselves over in whatever is left, really. I mean, I obviously don't know exactly what's going to happen now during the... what do you call it? The qualifying. Some of the grote Merlijn are at least lapping around here and are currently on their outlaps. Hoping for the best, of course. We'll see if they can manage. I don't know exactly what to expect from this point on, but I guess we'll figure it out, right? Anything can happen, of course, so... Definitely one of those qualifyings where I just don't know exactly what's going to happen. But what I can tell you is that the differences between the drivers have been quite low in the beginning, which is awesome to see. So, yeah, we're going to just do as we usually do. See what happens. And then now just enjoy the moment, I suppose. Or we'll follow in a bit later on. And, well, you know, when it comes to the drivers out there, it's a small field. At least quite a packed field in terms of how close it's going to be racing-wise. So, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the drivers that we do have here are looking to be going all the distance here. I guess we'll figure it out. As for now, guess it's just the outlaps. Majority of the drivers just trying to do what they're supposed to do, of course. We have 10 minutes left at the moment. Three drivers in the server. Sammy de Groot, Marlijn de Sant, and Dylan Frans. All looking to be taking their spot here. Just waiting for the right moment. Quite wide there. Gotta make sure that you stay within the track limits. I think they'll manage. Should have another driver in the way soon. Oh, big moment there from Marlijn de Sant. He's struggling to keep the car straight and he's actually touched the wall there. So slight aero damage. Don't think you can really notice it, however, so I think they're going to be okay. Sammy de Groot currently finding himself in a position where he's looking to set some fast laps in. Obviously, will have to come from mainly Marlijn and Sammy. I feel like they are drivers that I consider to be the quickest in the server. Sammy de Groot currently doing well to get a decent score in. We'll see what comes, of course. But definitely an interesting one. Soon we'll see as it stands. Marlijn currently quickest. Many things can still change. That's obviously one of them. Franson is out lap now. Currently with his custom livery, showing off how cool he is. Admire that, you know, it's a good looking livery. That's pretty certain, first of all. Marlijn currently fastest, 141.1. It might soon change, however, of course. It is, once again, as always, qualifying getting quite... I don't know if you're wondering, these broadcasts are, well, brought to you by me, Ricky, RDC Broadcasting. And I mainly dabble in Counter-Strike, but from time to time, I'll do some sim racing. And when I do, it's always a blast. Sammy de Groot currently quickest in some of the sectors, but Marlijn is still quickest overall. He's just trying to make sure they maximize whatever they're getting out of this. Let's just see for herself how Dylan Frans is doing. Sammy de Groot still fastest, 140.6. Currently the leader in the championships. So we've had quite a few rounds already. Some of them broadcasted, some of them not broadcasted, unfortunately. And most of them have been an absolute blast. Very glad you guys could join me on the adventure today. More races to come, of course. This is the DutchUnitedRacing Wintercup you are currently watching. So we'll have a summer edition coming in later. That is pretty certain. That's for now. Sammy de Groot. Oh, a little bit too wide there. Sure, he keeps the car in place. albeit rather hectic. This is now obviously getting closer and closer. There's some lap times. Marlijn trying to see if he can go all the distance here. And now we'll be seeing most likely some drivers joining still. We're gonna need more of them. This is now 4.5 minutes here. Sammy currently back in the pit lane. This is now just to see how the sectors are doing. See the relatives. So yeah, quite a bit of space here on track. Marlijn starts a new lap in a desperate hope to build something of this. Currently in the fastest sector of the circuit, at least that's what I think, because just all flat out, this is all straight. Obviously, there's also an Indy layout, which would then have you turn right rather steeply. In that case, it's a little bit different, of course, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a fun race regardless. Now, what I did notice is that we do have a new driver on the field. That driver is going to be Jason Langer, who's made his way out now. So at least we'll have 3 drivers racing. Interestingly enough, also now have a driver that is considered to be a little bit slower. Definitely has the potential to prove himself here. We'll see if he can do that. As for now, I'm not really sure what to expect there. Dylan France currently slower. And he needs to be not really up there at the same levels just yet. Some more will have to go. It is going to be 1.5 minutes left here. Things are changing around a little bit here. Now, actually, we did have a couple more drivers, of course, during the beginning of this. So, yeah, things are going to differ. But, yeah, the gap currently 0.5 second. Roughly between Sammy and Marlijn. 3/10 roughly now. But also looks like Marlijn is able to set at the fast lap here. Is 5/10 off and quicker than he normally is. Which might give him that edge to stay ahead here. As always, in case necessary, we have the safety cars ready. And 4 drivers attempting the race. Dylan France being one of them. Together with Jason Langer, Sammy de Groot, and Marlijn Toussaint. Currently, is the fastest lap time for Marlijn. Will be able to get under the 140 mark. The first driver to do so in any of the sessions that we've had. And in this long range, that might just be the advantage that you need. Although the stakes are low, plenty of opportunity to go with anything strategically. And this is going to be the times as they stand. And 1:49.797 from Berlijn. Sammy with a 1:40.6 round. Now we have Jason in P3. Jason Langer posted a 1:41.750 as his last lap, but the fastest was actually also exactly that. So the last lap was the one that counted for him. Little friends starting in P4, that being last position this time around. 1:42.109. She said a little bit earlier in the session, so not seeing the improvement that he was perhaps hoping for. Drivers obviously able to do their laps again, and actually interesting enough, we see that the windshield wipers are out. Now I don't think it is wet, so maybe he's clicked something he wasn't supposed to. He senses GT4 flying across the final sector. And, well, if we're not going to be seeing any more improvements, then those times are going to be it. We just got to wait him out. Jason can't manage it, so he'll be going at it. So we're going to be taking a small break until the end of the race, to the beginning of the race, not the end. That would definitely be quite boring. So yeah, it is time to get here for that. We're going to be taking a very small break, and we're going to be back with the stream while the drivers also have some time to get their car setups in and then get ready to race.
The night is cold, the lights are bright, engines roaring ready to ignite. In the still of Christmas Eve, we race through snow, chasing dreams we believe. Engines rumble under the stars, winter's cold but we've come so far. Tires spin as the snow kicks up, racing hard we won't give up. Speed and fire through the night, hitting curves under Christmas lights. The track is long but the end is near, in the rear view there's no fear. On the track we feel alive, Christmas racing we will thrive. Dutch United we take the lead, in this season we chase the speed. Fast and fierce we own the snow, together strong we let it go. The race is ours, this night is ours, we're shining bright like Christmas stars. Wind is howling but we push on, through the frost we're never gone. One more lap, the stakes are high, feel the rush beneath the sky. The cold can't break us, we are free, racing through this Christmas sea. Victory calls, it's loud and clear, the Dutch United time is here. On the track we feel alive, Christmas racing we will thrive. Dutch United we take the lead, in this season we chase the speed. Fast and fierce we own the snow, together strong we let it go. The race is ours, this night is ours, we're shining bright like Christmas stars. The finish line is drawing near, but in this moment we have no fear. Through the